Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial, we'll look how to create some sci-fi terrains, maybe with planets. So let's explore a little bit more of the terrain editor. Here's I create standard terrain. Let's go ahead, right click, and we go to edit objects. A couple things what I want to do here. One is increase resolution. Okay, let's reset and regenerate it so we have it more details. As well, sometimes you may have it enable lighting, kind of, you can see it's look more where it's look a bit more for 3D, but disabling may sometimes increase a little bit performance on your video card. So you want to do this. Other options was add, and it's very useful. It is clipping. The one thing right now when my enable view scenery is enabled, they kind of disable. You need to uncheck this. So your clipping panel, let's enable this, and you can see we start having this grays on top and bottom. What it does to us, first we can go ahead, and when we clip them, you can see I can move them up and down a little bit. So I'll set my range, and now whatever effects I will apply, it will apply to this range. So see, like I can take a bottom and top one and have this small slice right here. So if I go apply terrain, you can see it's applied just only to these um, area. So let's go increase a little bit up and move a little bit down. And now, for example, I want actually apply a little bit different effect to this. Maybe again a little bit gravel add and add plot holes. And you can see it's applied just only to this range. So I'm going higher now. Let's move with this one right here and apply stairs to this. And again, this is applied just only to this area. So this is actually a very nice tool. You can use a lot of other ones options, but you will notice how it is help us to create interesting terrains just with preset with all our effects we want to do it. Okay, I think this one is look good for our purposes. Again, right now you notice it's kind of still doesn't look all the way. The reason is why, because we still have our clipping range. So it's as normal clipping range is applied. So if we cut off, here is what we actually will use it. So let's remove our clipping areas. Click OK, and now we have our full terrain here. So I'm going to drop down this one, increase in size. Okay, we'll take our camera position and we'll go be sure we render to screen to preview and set widescreen. Okay, here's our first terrain. Okay, let's go ahead and create maybe second terrain. Again, we'll create one. This is will be just a simple mountains. Maybe we want to stretch them a little bit this way. Right here, let's create another mountains. Stretch them a little bit this way and create more mountains. Okay, and right here. The one thing people sometimes ask, how many terrains do you using? You can create in one terrain, and now with the Vue 8, it's become much more easy because you can separate terrains into the zones and use it zones to create your own specific. This way, just a little bit faster for me. But if you're interested in how you can create zones, check our discovering Vue tutorials in Terrain Editor. Amy look on those options, and she actually give it very good tutorials how to use them. So right here, okay, let's preview. This is our kind of terrain one. Next, I want to create close-up plateaus. So we'll go create one terrain right close-up. We'll move slightly right here. Let's tilt it. So this will be our close-up mountain. And we'll just create one more maybe right here. Stretching. And same just. So this one, it will be our close-ups. kind of mountains. It's we're just simulating, so it's staying on the ridge of the mountain and look far away. This is one thing. Now we're kind of ready to work on our material. So we'll go ahead, open our material editor. And what we're going to do is just use it snow desert material for this. Okay, let's go to influence of an environment. And in these options right here, we can influence how our snow is distributing. So by putting on degrees right here in preview, you can even see an increase stronger slope. So we can actually, let's set this way. We can actually see how where the snow will orientated. So we'll put in a little bit more on the sides. Let's go check this way. Yeah, but we have a little bit more on this side right here. So the snow a little bit more on this side. Okay, when we like this one, let's go to copy this material, and I just select all other terrains and I'll just paste on them. So as well, let's select our ground and be sure this ground have the same thing. So now we have all these nice ridge mountains set. One thing, be sure our says is world standard. So it's mean height on all materials, it applies similar everywhere. Because if, for example, right here on this material, we have it snow, and if you don't want it, you can go separate set to object standard and change this way, or just let's go this way and even move smaller. So in that case, we don't have that much snow covering. So we start having more spots right there. Okay. Increase blend on this one. Okay, as well, we can switch to object standard. So now mapping will apply from the object position. Okay. Now we have it even less. There you go. As well, let's modify a little bit on this one. And for example, right here, I don't want any snow at all. So we'll just switch to simple material. So we'll just remove our snow. We'll just have it one without. Okay, let's create atmosphere at this point. So I'll go to atmosphere editor. Okay, and we'll go to our sun tab and let's reposition our sun actually right here. So just position a little bit on the side. Okay, and let's put it down. Just tapping right here. And just positioning, okay. As well, we'll just drop down a bit more. Let's go inside our light tab. And light tab, I will use it global radiosity right now because I want it. And reason is why when we start creating planets and I will create them from sphere, I want terrain reflecting a little bit coloring on that planet. So it's the reason why I want to use the global radiosity for that. Okay, we'll go to sunlight, increasing here. Let's pop up, make it very bright sun. We'll go our ambient light, putting towards blue. Let's go inside the clouds. And for this one, I don't want to use any because I want clear sky. And inside the sky and fog, so we'll go ahead, drop this one all the way down. We'll take, maybe it's too much, but 1.6. Okay, as well, decay, let's put to the 100 and about maybe around there. So we'll have a little bit of fuzziness. We don't need that one. Increase our fog to 78, so it will give us nice haze right there. And just decreasing slightly. On our glowing intensity, I actually want to pop up this. So it will give it us more in air and more as one, and let's go to 64. Okay, and we'll increase to 50 on our aerial perspective. Okay, here's a preview. And you can notice what we increase with fog. We have it nice right here, haze kind of, but same time we have this sharper, like lower atmosphere type look with some dusting. So it's very lower atmosphere in this image. Okay, let's go disable our own wind, and we can go in effect and increase our stars. Let's preview. So we have little stars right there. Okay, we're ready to work on our planet. So let's create first sphere. Just one increase in size. Maybe around right here. Okay, next we'll go ahead and work on material. So we can leave it this, let's go ahead, let's go modify this. So we'll go right there. And we'll just switch maybe to Alien Desert. Let's see how this one. Go to the color, same. So let's give it us nice, and we'll go on a bump, and we'll switch this to displacement material. Pop up a little bit more. Let's preview. So with displacement, we have very interesting shapes right here. But to add interesting colors, let's create one more sphere. And here's what gives us kind of unusual looking colors. So we overlap, but we'll go and select liquids and just select blurred water. We'll go edit this one. We'll select bumps to 0. So we'll go to transparency. Just slightly drop transparency and increase. So you can see this one gives us, because with lighting, kind of very unusual type green coloring. So provide with a, I think, quite a bit interesting effect on a planet. So we'll just position. So you can see how the coloring going. And again, right here with the just the adjustment, how just closer to this point, maybe we can change the depth. On this case, we'll have it a little bit more greenish kind of looking. Overall coloring become much more interesting on this distance planet by even simply apply the water effect to this kind of double layering on a planet. So we're done with this. Let's go out a little bit, create maybe another planet somewhere right there in the distance. Oops. So I don't want it skew, I just want to move it. So we'll move it right here. Let's switch to any other color. We'll go to landscape. Okay, let's preview. So I don't want it glowing, but I want actually even darker. So overlay on this, and if you want it, you can also enable displacement on this one as well. So I'll give it better, kind of more interesting riggish stuff. Let's go okay, and just slightly decrease in size. Highlights, let's disable any of them, so we don't need highlights on that one. Let's give it us flatter look. Okay, you can see right now we already have a very interesting kind of Martian bluish looking with some coloring interesting on the planets going right here. Okay, let's zoom in closer, and if you want it, we can add a couple more details. We can go ahead, load object, take again old people and place them right here maybe. So it will be look like some people or somebody standing and looking. Okay, let's position them right here, make smaller, preview. So we have people watching, and let's add maybe some vehicle to them. So we'll go loaded object, and that one is actually in my robot pack. So I'm going to load this one. Okay, we'll go inside machines and we'll just say, we'll take armor craft. Okay, let's go to rotating, just slightly adjusting here. And we'll see, maybe we'll make it even smaller and just position right on the side somewhere so we don't squish and destroy our person. Here. Okay. Oops, actually I don't want an animation. Okay, let me enable. I want preview. So right here we have our machinery. Still be just bit too big, smaller. And you know what? I probably want to remove some from this machinery rockets. I don't need them. Except if you go to fight with somebody, but in this case, I just don't need them. So right here we look. Let me just reposition a little bit better. Okay, it all may take too long. So spend time, because I can spend hours just to be sure that it's positioned in the right place, but I don't want to waste more of the time. This is just idea so you can place it on the rocks so it will look kind of like you have some mechanical human. Maybe they was walking around, and stop and preview at this point. Just look around the terrain. Okay. Yeah, so let's have a couple more tweaks. I want to take it our two planets, and I will go ahead and group them together, Control G. So it will be our planet. Let's do next, just increase slightly in size. Mode. So we'll have it. You can set size bigger. In this case, when you group it, when you work, they kind of resize together. So you still have this interesting coloring going. Okay, we'll place it right here, and we have it our planet. I think we're ready for final render. So it's X640. Now let's render. Okay, so here's our final image, and you can see we have it very interesting planets. How you can create it with displacement and kind of wrapping one material with another one. The terrain, also in your terrain editor, you can create very unique, very interesting terrains now by using clipping areas and the effect, as well with a lighting adjustment. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please come visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.